we have a pretty good night tonight. Decent. I mean, it's decent.
Meh.
I noticed we're probably running out of people to speak because Amber Sane's speaking tonight. So y'all can clap for it. It's okay to clap for it. Scraping the bottom of the barrel, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. How many times have you spoke here? None? I thought you'd done it a few times, so I figured you'd be good to go, but you're not. So she's super nervous, so but I'm very proud of her. She's came a long way, very long way. So most of us in here know her before and after, so she's came a long way, and I'm really proud of her. I'll tell you who else I'm proud of is Daniel Messer.
Who's that?
You can come a little closer. It's all right. We're live streaming. We are live streaming, ain't we? Got the thumbs up from Ryan.
No.
I'm proud of Daniel for being up here. It takes guts and courage. You know what I mean?
I didn't have a choice.
You're right. I said, you want to do this last week? I asked him if he wanted to do it, and he was like, yeah, sure, blah, blah, blah. And then it come time, he was like, I don't want to do it. But he did it anyways because he didn't have a choice. And I will say he's going to have to end the night again without me because Sarah's boy has a football game I got to go to, so I'm just starting it off for him, and he's going to finish it up.
Don't lie. Wait, I told him what she was doing last week.
I'm not playing in the game myself.
You're runner back. And you're
runner back?
Yeah. I mean, it's a strong, smaller person.
You got me.
Bang, bang.
He really does have a football game. We're just trying to be there to support him. So I think Daniel's okay. That's why I still have him up here. So, but all right. So let's continue on. You want to?
Oh, the food.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
So
one of
for the
these guys
food-
again. I got to remind how to do everything.
Vanessa?
We're thanking people for the food that we eat. So
Yeah, the food.
okay, go ahead.
Larry? Anna? Becky? And Miss Sean. Oh, Mr. That's uncomfortable.
I wish you could see the face he made on live stream. But all right, so another round of applause for these people, wonderful ladies that made this food. Just kidding, and men. And let's see, how do we get that food, Daniel?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to come here and eat more than individually wrapped cashews, there's a offer box in the back. You can drop off money, or not, but we suggest that you do.
Amen, brother. All right, so yeah, please donate if you can. It helps with everything: food, chips, keeps us going here at Celebrate Recovery. I want to talk about something that has made me super, super happy this week. I'm nervous about it, happy about it. I don't know. I'm really shocked, to be honest. So, I mean, life is very hard. Life is hard. You know, it's hard all around. No matter if you're sober, if you're in addiction, life is always hard. I think if it's easy, it's the devil making your life easy because he doesn't want you to turn to God, you know. So I've not been who I should be, you know, for a long time. I've changed my ways. I've become a better man and stuff now. And I haven't talked to my kids in a very, very long time, and my son sent me a friend request, and so so I accepted it, and I was like, ooh, maybe something good's gonna come out of this. And last night I was already in bed, but this morning when I got up and went to work, I looked at my messages, and I had a message from him that said hi. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I've been chatting with him, and it's made me really happy. And I told him to watch the live streams. He might be watching right now, so I'm very happy you messaged me, buddy. And and I told him, I was like, I'm sorry for being who I was back then. And he said, it's okay, I forgive you. And it about made me cry, you know, because he didn't have to do that. That's a lot to forgive, but he did, you know, and that's just God moving in my life, you know. But I wanted to share that with y'all because it just made me very happy. But all right.
I should be happy. I've learned, like, the best relationships you can have is one with God and with your children. You're not going to get any better relationships with anybody else here on earth other than with your kids.
Amen. Amen. And I see Daniel with his children, and it makes me happy seeing that. And, you know, mine are in the best place they could be. I wouldn't have it any other way right now. But maybe one day, you know, things will grow. And I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to let it be on them. But I'm happy for everybody who's got reunited with their children and their families, you know, because they became a better person. So, all right, enough about that. You got anything you want to say? Or you want to continue on, or?
I feel like I work at a drive-thru wearing this.
Yeah, you look like you work at a drive-thru.
Speaking of drive-thrus, went to Sonic, and they had a new, like, you know, their slushies called the Mediocre Blast.
The Mediocre Blast? Really? Is that the real thing?
Yeah. You want to ask me how it was?
No. Yeah, okay. How was it?
Mediocre.
Oh, so some of you know this, but some of you don't. Me and Daniel and Adam work together.
I believe that's his name.
Yeah. Adam Fincham Johnson. So we work together, and me and Adam work real close together because we both have the same job title. But Daniel works in the same department, and I swear, man, this guy cracks me up all day at work. I'm not gonna go into details, but I have fun working with this guy. It's a blast, huh? Dude, go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. It's an inside joke, but I won't do it here. I apologize. He thought I was going to say something about it, didn't he?
Okay.
But anyways, all right, what's next on the agenda? You got this,
Saturday?
bro.
Saturday? We have, what is it, overdose awareness? Is that the name of it? Starting at 1. Also,
I mean, tell them a little bit about it. You can go into a little bit of detail.
I've never been.
Okay. So as he was saying, Saturday is a pretty big day for a lot of us here. In the morning from 7 to 1 o'clock, the JCAT program is setting up a donation roadblock down by Walgreens here. So tell everybody so if they're coming through, they can put some change, some bills, whatever, in the buckets because we need all the help we can get. And then after that, we are having the overdose awareness at the courthouse at 1 to 5. Yeah, from 1 to 5. And there's going to be a lot of stuff there, people speaking, A bounce house is a bounce house for kids, food. I'm going to be painting faces for kids, adults if you want it. The girl said yes. A lot of fun stuff going on there. So we have one of the JCAP guys is going to sing. No, you lied? Okay. So now you're a known liar. Okay. Never mind, that's at graduation. He told me the right thing. I'm a liar because I said it the wrong way. Now it's just got awkward. But anyway, so a lot of stuff going on Saturday. Come join us, please. All right.
Are we introducing someone?
No.
No? Oh, the chips. Who's doing chips?
Yeah, there you go.
Me?
No. Are you done? Well, it don't matter. Okay, so it don't matter what Jesse says when I'm on the stage. All right, so John Goodman ain't here tonight, so the other John Goodman is going to give out chips. Everybody give a warm welcome to John Barrett Goodman.
How we doing tonight, everyone? I've always been told I have a face for radio, so just bear with me. But here at Celebrate Recovery, we like to celebrate recovery. We give out chips for newcomers and on up, so we're just going to go ahead and start it off. Any newcomers in the house tonight? There she comes. Oh. I'll just air hug you, Kendra. All right, do we have anybody with 30 days? Hang on, Katie. Oh, yeah, Katie. Come get your newcomer. All right, next time. All right, 30 days. 30 days. 30 days. Well, it's coming. 60 days. 60 days. 60 days. 90 days. 90 days. 4 months. Yeah, at 4 months it's speech. Okay, do we have anybody with 5 months? Looky here. These are my dudes. All right, 6 months. Here we go. This is my sister, y'all. Do we have 7 months? 7 months? What about 8? 8 months? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 9 months or 270 days? 10 months? 11 months? You didn't get a newcomer. 12 months, a year. Anybody got a year? Oh, that's why she was holding back. Oh, year, we do give speeches. All right, 2 years. Oh, 18 months. My bad, I'm new. 2 years. It's coming. 3 or more? All right, everybody. Oh, whoa, we got one. Woo. How many do you have? 4 in October. That's an accomplishment. Anybody else? All right, everybody who received a chip, will you please come up here and mind the soundboards? Joey's like, stay on the steps.
I'll get up here beside John.
On the steps like I'm supposed to be.
Do we need to squeeze it in more? Is it say boopy or say Jesus? Everybody say boopy.
Boopy.
All right, give a round of applause to everybody who received their chip today. It's a great accomplishment.
All right, cool. I'm so proud of you guys. Getting any chip is an accomplishment. I love getting mine when I get them, so I know you guys love getting yours, and I'm proud of you. Just one more round of applause, please. What's up, Alvarez? Did you get you a new job, buddy? Where at? Dairy Queen? Burger King? McDonald's? Huh? Jonesboro? Jonas Brothers? Jones, what do you do there, buddy? That's cool. I'm proud of you, man. We're going to miss you. Savino told me today, and I was like, what? Why? But I understand. Anyways, so, you want to say anything before we continue on? Get that look off your face. All right, so we're going to continue on, and Amber, I love you, and I am sorry that I'm going to dip out on you, but I've heard your testimony before, and it's a great testimony. It really is. I know where you was before, and I know where you are now. You know, probably more than most people here. So, from the bottom of my soul, I'm truly proud of you, for real, and happy for you. You know, brand new car. But anyway, enough about that. No, I really am happy for you. Happy for the man you're with. You know, I know he's happy, so I'm happy for both of you. But without further ado, oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Man, see, hang on. Sorry, I'm sorry. Where was you at on that, bro?
You guys don't discuss anything with me back there. I come back there like, get.
I did not say that. I wasn't. I was like looking over here, and Jesse's back there like, Joey, no, don't do it.
That's his whisper.
I know everybody in JCAP's heard that before. That's what he does when he gets mad. All right, so before Amber comes up here and gives our testimony, we everybody posted on the Celebrate Recovery Facebook page their before and afters in their addiction and recovery. So we put together a little slideshow. Ryan and his internship put together a little slideshow for us to watch.
Prestige.
Worldwide.
Wide.
All right, so here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Beware.
could sing these songs as I often do, but every song must end, and you never do. So I throw up my hands, praise you again and again. 'Cause all that I have is a hallelujah, hallelujah. And I know it's not much, I've nothing else fit for a king, except for a heart singing hallelujah, hallelujah. I've got one response, I've got just one move, with my arms stretched wide, I will worship you. So I throw up my hands, praise you again and again. 'Cause all that I have is a hallelujah, hallelujah. And I know it's not much, I've nothing else fit for a king, except for a heart singing hallelujah, Sing it out, church. Come on, my soul. Come on, my soul. Oh, don't you get shy on me. Lift up your song. 'Cause you've got a
What about those pictures, huh? John? What? Jesus. Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah, if anybody wants to send more to us or put them on the Celebrate Recovery page, we will post them. We love seeing people in recovery, so no matter who you are. I wish we could put the one that I originally put up there. I don't know. Ryan might be able to pull it up real quick. It's on my regular page. It's on my regular page. I know. I was a totally different person.
2024, you can get those changes.
You can't.
You can. It is possible.
So, yeah, it'll be up in just a second, but yeah, it'll blow your mind. I didn't put it on the Celebrate Recovery page because I just didn't think it was appropriate at the time, but who cares, you know? I know you guys love me for who I am. No matter what I used to look like. No, that's not it. We do recover. You know what I mean?
Go back one more time.
Go back to my before real quick. Boom.
I feel good. Yeah, that's what it is. That's pretty good.
But anyways, I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Did you just snort into the headset?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. But anyways, I have hair and all. That's what Shannon told me. But, before we continue on and I'm go to this football game, Sarah, will you stand up and tell all those people in the back that think I'm lying about the football game that it's the truth? Good girl. Atta girl. I ain't lying. Atta girl.
So you saying I'm lying?
That's fine. It's
Saying
fine.
I'm lying?
I'll put on the celebrate.
Reverb.
He reverbed me. He does that whenever I'm talking too long. But I'll post a picture on the Celebrate Recovery page of me and her there at the football game so you can know. All right. If I got to do that, I feel like y'all don't trust me.
He,
Ryan Frazier, bro. Thank you, Vanessa. Okay, I'm still on. All right, so anyways, let's carry on with the night. Daniel introduced our next lady.
Amber Sane, everyone.
All right, so I'm super nervous, so bear with me. Shut up. I'll punch you in the stomach. Okay, so I had an all right childhood until I was in 3rd grade. My mom went to prison for conspiracy to cocaine. My uncle got custody of me and my sister. That's when I started fighting in school. I was failing all of my classes. And that lasted for 15 months, and then my mom was released from prison, and she was put on probation, and she ended up getting custody of me and my sister back. And then everything was good, all up until I was 16. My mom started messing around with drugs again. Our relationship turned toxic, abusive, you name it. I left whenever I was 16 and moved in with my dad, but he was an alcoholic, so I just stayed gone all the time. And then I was hanging out with a really good friend of mine, and I got introduced to this guy, and we started dating. I had no business being with him because he was a lot older than me, but that's when, a couple months into it, I got introduced to the drugs. But then I was oblivious to everything. I hadn't even smoked pot before. And I finally found out that he was on drugs, and I basically gave him an ultimatum. I'm like, you pick drugs or you pick me. And he told me that he was going to pick me, and then he hid it from me for a little bit, and then I caught him in a lie. And then so I was just like, okay, well, if this is what you're going to do, then I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what the hype's about. And that's all it took was one time. And that sent me on a downward spiral. And I was in and out of jail. I went to jail like 6 days after my 18th birthday. And then from that moment forward, I was in and out or on the run. And then I was sitting in jail in February of 2019. And on February 8th, I called my dad from the jail. And like any other time before, he had always came and bonded me out. So I was begging him on the phone. I'm like, Dad, just come down here one more time. That's all it's going to take. One more time, just bond me out, and I promise I'll be all right. So February 9th rolled around, and the COs are popping the door telling me to pack my stuff to come over to the annex. Well, I get to the annex, and my whole family was standing there, everybody but my dad. I walked in the annex, and Mama Ray had told me my dad had passed away in his sleep. And my dad was my best friend. So they gave me an OR bond and released me from jail, and that's when I tried heroin for the first time. February to March, from that span, I had overdosed 4 times. I got picked up in April on an FTA. I was in jail for 8 days, and they released me to rehab. But I didn't stay. I ended up leaving. I was there for a week, and then I left. But as soon as I left, I had like an instant guilt because I knew that I wanted better for myself, and I knew that my dad wanted better for me. So I went and turned myself into another rehab, and I stayed there for a good 2 weeks, and I ended up leaving there. Well, after I left that rehab, I tried multiple times to get sober on my own, but I had nowhere to go away from drugs. All my family were on drugs. All my friends were on drugs. So it didn't work out. And then in November of 2019, I had got a message from an old friend of mine from Facebook. And he was wanting to hang out, and I didn't want to go around him high because I was just too ashamed to. So he told me that he was going to come get me, and I ended up giving all the dope I had away because I didn't want to take it around him because I knew he didn't do drugs. Well, I went and hung out with him, and I seen my way out. He wanted a relationship. I liked him. So I seen my way out, and I ran with it. But the devil will send you people you love in disguise. And that's what he did. That's what happened to me, because the relationship was great the first 3 months. I was sober. November 19th is the day that 15th was the day that I stopped doing drugs. I quit cold turkey, and I haven't looked back. And like I said, the first 3 months was really good, and then the abuse started. And I also found out I was pregnant with my first son 3 months into the relationship. And the abuse had already started. I wasn't allowed to have a phone. I wasn't allowed to talk to family. I wasn't allowed to talk to friends. He basically just held me captive. He could only see me and nobody else. I had left multiple times, but trauma bonds are real, and they're really hard to break. I would be pregnant, and I would walk around with black eyes. I would walk around with boot prints on my stomach from where he would try to stomp the baby out of me. And then I knew then, whenever I was pregnant and the abuse didn't stop, that I needed to find a way out. But still, I had nowhere to go. I had no family that was sober, and that was my biggest fear, was relapsing while I was pregnant, because I had every reason to want to relapse. Well, I ended up having my first son, and then shortly after that, I found out I was pregnant with my second son. And I ended up having him, but the abuse never stopped. It wasn't just him either. It was his mom, his whole family. 3 months after I had my second son, I was standing in the hallway of the house, and he had came down the hallway and beat me while I was holding our first son. And he ended up hurting him, the baby. And that's when I knew I had to leave, because my kid's life were in danger. So I didn't, still had nowhere to go, but I didn't care, because I put my focus into God, and he told me that I was going to be all right. So I got my kids, and I left with the shirts on our backs and the diapers on their butts. I didn't have anything else, no formula, nothing. A really good friend of ours had put us in a hotel room, and a week later I had got a call that I had an apartment. So I finally got away from the abuse, haven't looked back. And the only way that I was able to get through all of that was God. And I managed to stay sober through it all. My kids they're happy, they're healthy. We have our own house, like Joey said, a new car, and we're just happy. And I think that's all I've got.
I'm here. Hello. Let's give Amber another round of applause for that. That was